So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back in my feet and get right.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
38. Bengals 22.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a... Loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
If you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw caught by Andrews. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, looking for it. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Right there, 54, right there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bengals 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson going up. He's got a man. Complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, 76 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check. Fresno. Check 52.
Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now it's Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Once again, the Bucs electing to go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. A toss running left. Cook, and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Conversion.
Where's 52? Block 52.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10.
What you doing out there, boy?
And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
Buccaneers 54.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Evans. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Again, it's Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch. I might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The Buccaneer offense again out there to go for 2.
Check. Wide. Get wide. Bang.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Jackson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Who that? Right there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw again. He finds his running back, Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Bengals.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.